Hey everyone, it's Sue here. I started my cover for my 2014 December daily. So Kristy, you have inspired me to start my cover, and I just wanted to show everybody where I'm at this point. So it's still wet, so I just want to be really careful. So just so everybody knows, I'm working in a smash book, and it's the last year's Christmas smash book. And the cover of it, I don't know if you remember, but it was white and gold. And it has this like craft color spine. So what I did was this down here, let me lift it up. See all that yumminess? Okay, so that yumminess is snow text. I got this at Michael's. And so it'll dry and it looks like snow, so I'm loving that. And the top of it, I did my typical collaging, and I pulled papers out of two different 6x6 paper pads. So I have this one from Melissa Francis and this one from Basic Gray. So that's where I'm at this point. I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. I couldn't decide what to do. Which way should I go? And, I'm going to do what I'm loving at this point in time. And what I love to do is the collaging. So that's why I have it like it is. And I picked out blues and, some lighter color, the off-white and everything, because it's supposed to represent the sky, right? So if this is the snow, this is the sky. So that's where I'm at so far. I'll be back. And I forgot to mention two things that I wanted to tell you. To get all of this down onto the book, I'm using this Liquitex matte gel. I am loving this stuff. I recently purchased it, and I just love it. It may be my favorite gel of all time. But before I put down the papers up here, I did cover the hardcover book with heavy gesso because it was shiny. So, it's, I don't know, I didn't think it had any tooth to it. So by putting the gesso on it, it just gave, a good foundation for this collaging. Okie dokes, I'll be back, everybody. So at this point, I've added a couple more things, so I figured I would do a little recording and show you. So I'm holding my iPad, so if it seems a little shaky, that's why. So on top of the snow down here, I mixed some of my soft matte gel, which is transparent, and some of my glass glitter in sterling. Because I have to have it glitter. I have to have shine and bling. So look at how cool that looks. Right? Look at that. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. And then on top, the only thing I did up here was I took my cheesecloth and the same soft matte gel. I just put a little bit of matte gel on top of the paper, and then I put the cheesecloth on top of that. So that's where I'm at so far. So on top of the cheesecloth, I took some of my paints. So I have my Artist Loft in Violet Light Blue. I have my Artist Loft in Titanium White, and my Heavy Body Acrylic in Sky, the Dina Wakley. So I took those, and you can see the paint underneath here. You can see the white and the two colors of blue. All I did was take this card, which I often do, and I just took some paint and just went over the top of this. So I dried that off. Then on top of that, I had to use this. So the Glass Bead Glitter Gel by Faber-Castell. Now I know you can see the shine on there. Look at the shine. Oh my goodness. And so on top of that, I just splattered a little bit of the brushed pewter distress spray stain. So, okay, now for the next part, I'll be back. I am so excited, everybody. So I finished my cover, and it really came out so much better than I had even imagined in my head. So let me go ahead and share with you all of the final touches that I put on it. So let's talk about the top. So we left off where I had the glass bead gel on the top here. I then took this stencil right here, which is from Housewares on Etsy, HOWSEWARES, and I used my Liquitex paste, and you can see I put 1, 2, 3, 4 of the snowflakes on here with the stencil. I have actually one under here, but I ended up covering it up with the Dove. I also took 3 of these. These are from Michaels, and they are very inexpensive. They were like, I don't know, $2 maybe for a bag of them. And so I have 3 of those on here. I adhered them on using my glossy accents. And I took this 2014 from the stickers that came with the Scraptastic kit from last year. So these are the thickers. And this Dove is a K & Company little piece that I've had. This has to be at least the 3rd Christmas, if not the 4th, that I've had these. But I use them. I've used them a lot. So, oh, and then, so on top of the snowflakes, they weren't popping quite enough. So I just took some of this on my finger, the brushed pewter, and very gently just spread a little bit on top of all of the snowflakes, just so that they would pop just a little bit more. So that is the top. You can see it. It's, you know, it's shiny. It's great. You can see the cheesecloth underneath. You can see all the paint. You can see some of the papers that I started with. So a lot going on, but I really love the way that that came out. Okay, so now the bottom. Wait, let me move my light here so it doesn't get in my way. Okay, so the bottom. So we left off, I had put the glass glitter on the snow. So I love snowmen. Love snowmen. I have snowmen out year-round in my house. And this was also a K & Company snowman. And so I decided to put him on there, and I thought about adding some like stickles or whatever to him. But the cover is so shiny and has so much going on. I think it's kind of a nice, easy place for your eye to land without having too much going on right there. So I think I'm just going to leave him as plain paper. And this was also a K & Company, this little flower right here. So I put that there. This was just a leftover. I think it was from the Michaels Dollar Bin last year, and I had this in my stash from last year. So I wanted to bring some red into this, because at this point, like without all this stuff on here, it was very blue and white. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just I know when I get on the inside of it, I'm going to have a lot of red. So I wanted to have some red on the cover as well. Now these little candy canes were also from Michaels. Probably like $2 for a bag. Very inexpensive. This was from, I think, some kit at some point in time, and it's felt. So, and it's dimensional. You can see it's you know, pretty high up there. So that is my cover. And I am just loving it. I really like the way that it turned out. So I'm very, very happy with it. And I just wanted to let you all know, I'm trying to encourage, crafters and artists that have never made a December daily before to just go for it and just do it. There's no right or wrong, and it's not, oh, you're supposed to use this kind of album or you're supposed to do, that or whatever. It is whatever you have in your head is what it's supposed to be. So this year, like I had mentioned, I'm using last year's Smashbook, Christmas Smashbook. So, that's a little bit different for me. Normally I do, I don't know, I want to say more of an album type thing, although last year I used the chipboard album. So, it's just different. It's whatever you want it to be. So I want to give another shout out to Kristy Nitro. I will do my best to leave links below because I really want everybody to be encouraged and not to say, oh my gosh, I've never done that before, I'm afraid to do it, it's a big commitment and whatever. Let's all do it together. Let's have fun. So I'm going to share some links below. I also just watched OhSanapGonzo, Sandra. She just did her cover, which looks totally different than my cover, which looks totally different than Ohyeaitsjen. She also did her cover and Kristy's cover. I mean, they're all different, right? And that's the way it should be. They shouldn't all look the same because we're all different people. So I'm going to leave some links below. And, please join us. If you're thinking about doing your very first December daily, let me know, and we'll just encourage one another and inspire one another, and as we're all working on it, we will know that others are working on it at the same time, and it's kind of like a virtual December daily group. It's just, you're not alone. I don't want you to feel like you're alone, and it's fun. It's really a lot of fun, and you can just be creative and let it go, whatever you want to do. In fact, Kristy, you have to go watch her video about the cover of her book because she actually started a couple pages on the inside, and she's starting with Thanksgiving and then going to Black Friday. So for her, that's the beginning of her holiday season. So that is fabulous and very inspirational. You can do whatever you want. So, leave me a comment. I say go for it. Let me know. Okay, thanks everybody, and let me know if you have any questions. And as soon as I start on the inside, I'm not sure if I'm going to, start ahead of time or wait until December 1st and start then. I haven't decided yet, so I'll see where it goes. Okay, bye-bye everybody.